Hello and welcome to this week's video. I was editing this image for a presentation that I need to give tomorrow on the 617 Club. And I don't think you will be able to have that recording, so I thought it's interesting for this channel as well. So I want to show you quickly how to work with luminosity masks in Affinity and how to transform this image into this with just a few steps. So before we go, I will close this bit and I will have my first image, and this is a CR3, so this works with a raw image as well. So the first thing that I'm going to do is hold Option or Alt on Windows, and you just click on this mask here and you put luminosity, select luminosity range mask, or if you want, you can go into pixel, new mask layer, live mask layer, and you have luminosity range. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the highlights first. And if you know how this graph works, you know that on the left side you have the shadows, on the right side you have the highlights. So I'm gonna adjust it a bit like this. You can have a preview, and basically what is with white is gonna show. So basically you're gonna edit what is with white. What is with black is not gonna be shown, and we can, based on this, adjust it. Don't worry about the artifacts in the middle. Well, not the artifacts, but the things that were selected in the middle here, because I'll show you a trick later. So I have my highlights. So I'm gonna put two. Actually, no, it works like this. Highlights, and from here I'm gonna add brightness and contrast as an adjustment. So this will add a layer adjustment with brightness and contrast. From here, I'm gonna bring the layer under the image, and the highlight, I'm gonna click, drag it into the layer as well, and release it. So I'm gonna repeat the steps 2 more times for the midtones and for the shadows. But for the moment, let me show you how the things work. So now, if I go double click on the brightness and contrast, you will see that I'm adjusting only the highlights of the image, which is really cool. Really cool. You can do many things with this. So from here, I'll drop the brightness because it was a bit overexposed, and I will raise the contrast a bit. So we can see this is a before and this is after. You can see the details in the image looks way better. Now let's quickly add for the shadows and for the midtones. So again, hold Alt or Option on Mac, luminosity mask. I'm gonna add shadows. I'm gonna click preview. So again, what is with white, this is what we're gonna edit, and I'm happy with this. From here, I'm gonna add again brightness and contrast. I'm gonna take this luminosity range, add it to the brightness and contrast, and I'm gonna rename this mask as shadows. From here, I'm gonna double click on it so I have this control box, and we can adjust the brightness. You don't want to go over because you can see it goes very fast into the no man's land. So now let's actually move this one on top here so we can see the difference. Now I'm gonna close this one, and again, Alt or Option, luminosity mask. I'm gonna select the midtones and hit OK. I think the luminosity mask went here, so I can put it up. From here, let's say I can add the exposure as an example, mostly because you can add whatever adjustment you want. So exposure, and of course this is going to be way too much. So actually, let's add the exposure, brightness and contrast again, and take the luminosity mask, add it to this, lead the exposure, and from here we can add. Now you can see that we start to have some conflict here. And I said that this is a mask. That means I can paint on it. So if we select a brush, and I have a brush here, it's just a soft brush with 100% opacity, I can start drawing on my image. And I'm not even that careful because I know that this is going to influence only the midtones. So I want to reverse, I'm gonna add a bit more shadows back here, and just want to see again, these are the highlights. And you can see if you bring your mouse on top of it without doing anything, you can see what and how will be impacted. And this is how I'm checking every time. I like to use this shadow mask and just add a bit more shadow for adding more impact into the image. And maybe it's cheating, maybe it's not, but it's a tool that you can use very, very well. And again, this is very fast. Usually I go more and adjust more and start painting, add more adjustments, but let's see a before and after. So this is before. You can see that the image, the highlights here are overexposed. The sky, nothing to do with it, so it was a literally clear sky. I'm not gonna do any sky replacement, but this is before and this is after. I think this is going well. And after a few tweaks, you can go and have a better adjustment like this. What do you think? Is it worth investing your time in learning how this luminosity range masks are working? Another thing that you can do with luminosity masks, and of course you have like the bandpass mask and hue range, again, play with those as well. You can also do your own selection. I was just betting that the software is going to select well the highlights, the midtones and the shadows, but nobody says that you cannot go and have your own selection. If you have a more, let's say, advanced image, or you want to play and see what selections you can make, this is something that you can do here easily. Of course, you can invert your output, which again works very fine. You can do linear without any, progressions between the shadows and the highlights. Let me delete that one. And that's it. This is literally what I wanted to talk to you and show you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to learn tips and tricks about Affinity. This is Affinity by Canva. It's the newest, the latest and greatest software. And comment below, let me know if you want to cover something else or if you have any other tips and tricks on Affinity by Canva. Until next time, my name is Alex. Please take care and be safe. Bye bye.